We're here to film Borat.
Do you know what direction he was going?
Borat.
Question for you. You see, I have a question.
Adnan.
Because
Don't be shy, Adnan.
I want Adnan.
You look like Rick Ross.
We want answers, Adnan. You're the sheriff of Speaker's Corner.
Yeah.
Is that what
Not on SOCO.
You want to
Adnan.
that camera.
Because I want to ask
He can
you
negotiate.
about Abu Qasim. Because he was
Oh,
someone.
you've joined the Islamophobes now.
You see?
You're playing those games.
I'm going to
now.
show everyone. This is a video on SC Dawah. It says New Zealand mosque attack, Adnan versus Hatton Christians.
Okay.
He went up to them and asked them, do they condemn the Christchurch killing? And he called them, this is what he said.
What did he say?
He said, we are going to go to some hate preachers in the park and ask them if they condemn what happened in Christchurch. Now we clearly see Abu Qasim here with Anjem Chowdhury praying. Anjem Chowdhury praying.
The terrorists.
But I want him to now condemn him because he went on camera to ask the Christians, do they condemn that action? So does Adnan condemn anyone who associates with him? Because Abu Qasim was someone who was filming him last week, and even when it was brought up, he did not say anything. But he's very quick to go to the Christians and call them hate preachers.
All the time.
It is clear that you're not getting any hits on your channel, and you're desperate now.
That's fine, because that's why on SC Dawah, he had to go with a camera to then make the point and phone up the people. Let me finish. He's gone up. Okay.
It is clear now you're desperate. Your corporate channel and your DCCI
People here are concerned about extremism in the park. So we
This is
have
my
the
view.
validity to ask if Adnan is against terrorists and extreme people.
This is my view.
Yes.
You want to hear my view? Wait.
This is Salam Corner.
Okay.
No shouting, no screaming. Sorry,
Defend yourself, Adnan.
You don't have my permission. The other camera's filming this now. They have my permission to put this up. You do not have my permission to put this up on your channel because I know why you're here. You're here to get some hits.
Answer the question.
Using me.
Answer my question, bro.
I'm answering the question.
Thank you.
To me, Anjem Chowdhury, you and other Islamophobes in the park are exactly the same.
Into an Islamophobe.
Did you get the answer?
He's never called me
Did you get the
Islamophobe until
answer?
today. When I was confronting him,
We're Islamophobes.
check
the
every
answer?
single video
Did you get
he has
the
of me.
answer?
He's never called me Islamophobe.
Okay.
Until today, when I've confronted him about confronting someone who has been seen praying
Okay, now you
with
got your answer, you
Anjem
can go now.
Chowdhury.
This is
Would,
Salam
I
Corner.
asked you, do you condemn
not
people
a
like
crime.
Abu Qasim?
Praying is not a crime.
Okay.
I'm not asking you.
I said I condemn any extremist in the world, whether he's my chacha or mama. In our language, that means uncles, right?
done, Ustad.
Okay. Whether she is my aunt, or whether it's a blue monkey, or
Answer
whether
the
it's a green
question.
monkey.
Left, right, center. I'm not asking.
Okay.
Stick to the point.
I have repeatedly condemned all forms of extremism in the world, whether they are. Okay. Now,
Ask him again.
I
Ask
condemn
him again.
extremists like you.
Yes.
Extremists like Anjem Chowdhury, extremists like any other.
Now you're embarrassing yourself. Can you explain in front of this crowd why I'm an extremist? Explain to the crowd with
Why
evidence.
he's an extremist.
Call him out.
Okay.
Give him evidence.
Okay. Now I've answered your question, right?
Why
Have I answered his question?
Why is he extremist?
Have I answered his
Why is he
question?
an extremist?
Have I answered his question?
He hasn't answered.
Have I answered his question? Now you
I
can
said,
go.
do you condemn
Now you
Anjem
can get
Chowdhury?
lost. You can
Do you
get lost
condemn
with Islamophobia.
Anjem? Do you
You're not
so
welcome,
you say
man.
the hypocrisy? I said, do you condemn Anjem Chowdhury?
Ask him a question. What's the point of shouting?
I'm asking because he's not
Okay,
listening.
ask the question. One second, brother.
Okay, I'll say
Ask
it
nicely.
Do you condemn Anjem Chowdhury?
Very simple.
My answer. My answer.
That was a very lovely
Anyone that
question.
is extreme.
And with specifics.
That's a very lovely question. Beautiful question, right? Okay. Now I am going to condemn again all extremists on the planet, including Anjem Chowdhury. Listen now. You asked me a question. I condemn all extremists on the planet, whether they are Muslim or non-Muslim, including you, Anjem Chowdhury, and all the Islamophobes in the park. Did you get the answer this time? Now you can go.
Because now I want
Now
to,
you can bugger
because
off.
now we have evidence
Okay.
of him going up
This
to
is
Christians
the respect
and
we
calling
have
them
for you.
hate preachers
Which
and
they are.
saying
Which they are.
and saying,
You
do
are
you
hate
condemn
preachers.
the Christchurch
You are
killings?
hate preachers.
I have no problem with that, right? Now my question is, Abu Qasim, who was obviously seen associated with him, does he condemn people that associate with what he has admitted as terrorists?
What's the question? Repeat that. Why are you shaking? Why are you shaking?
I'm not shaking. Why am I shaking?
Look at me. Look at me. Why are you shaking? Why are you shaking? Okay, I'm going to sit down.
So my question is,
By the way,
he is now
you
condemned-
do not have my
he is now
permission to put
condemned-
this video
he is
up
now
on this
condemned
SOCO
Anjem
channel.
Chowdhury.
If you are decent
Now in this
Christians, which
part,
you're not,
we have someone who associates with him, and there are many people, whether Muslims, Christians, or atheists, who are in fear and thinking, well, is there an extremist problem in the park? So we are asking him, because he has been very brave to go and confront the Christians when
I'm
they hate
always brave.
preachers. So now I want you to do the same thing to Muslims. If he has admitted that someone is an associate of a terrorist, does he condemn also these people that associate with
why
him?
are you asking me about terrorists? When I have condemned for the last 10 years, if you listen to my public speeches now, you asked the question. I don't have to give the answer in your words.
I don't want a roundabout way answer
Okay,
because I
carry
said
on.
to you, there are
Carry
people
on.
in this park
Paperboy.
who fear that there is extremism within the park, and they want to be safe and know whether the Muslims, especially people like Adnan, who will call out Christian hate preachers, will he do the same within the Islamic community?
Yes, I
That
would.
is not a double standard.
So you
So my
admit-
question is,
so you admit
that is
you're
what
hate
he
preachers?
calls them. What he calls them. Now,
admit the
my
hate
point is
preachers?
this, does he apply the same standard within his own community?
He admits the hate preachers.
Okay. Now it's my turn to respond.
Hate preachers.
It's my turn to respond? Okay, do not interrupt me. Okay, firstly, you do not have my permission to upload this video on
need
your
to tell
SOCO
him,
channel.
I'm not SOCO.
I'm going to get it taken
You say
down.
roundabout.
I'm going to report it and I'm going
Why
to get it
are you
taken
telling me
down.
I'm not
You
SOCO?
cannot take
That's fine.
any likes or hits
He
at
uplo-
my expense.
he
Not
he
at my
uploads
expense.
it.
No,
He
no, no,
He
no, no, no.
uploads it.
Okay,
He uploads
okay,
it.
okay,
I will
okay.
appeal to
Okay.
YouTube.
Okay.
Get that in your head, yeah?
Okay.
He uploads it. He uploads it. I will
Okay.
appeal on YouTube.
Okay.
So now can you
I do.
This guy's so drunk, I can smell it here.
Yeah, 100%, man.
This guy's
No,
so drunk.
you see?
And he's filming.
He doesn't want to
film him.
Address him. Address
I
him.
said,
What?
people
You little
within
girl.
the park
Do you
fear extremism.
Do you condemn
He is
having a
quick-
drunk cameraman?
He is quick to point out Christians who
Do
he
you
calls
condemn having a drunk cameraman?
Islamophobes. But I'm asking, is he going to call out Islamic extremism within the park? For example, Abu Qasim, who
Islamic
is an
extremism? What
associate
Islamic
of
extremism?
Anjem Chowdhury, who he himself
Okay.
called a terrorist.
Okay, so can I respond?
Yes.
Without you interrupting me.
Without you talking about SOCO and the video going up directly
It's
to
my
me.
time. It's my response.
says what he wants.
I can say what I want. I will never be bullied
Because
into
people
saying
at home
things you want to hear.
Witnessing
Yeah.
that when we actually come into the Muslim community to ask them about concerns,
Again, you're
they're not
ranting on.
addressing
You're
our
ranting on.
direct
You just
concerns.
said-
They're going around
How many
the
communities? How many
roundabout way.
communities?
They cannot answer the
many communities?
question. Can you answer the question?
My time now. Okay, can I have 2 minutes without your interruption? Okay. Now, the reason why Paperboy is here today to interview me suddenly is because they have drastically lost their following.
Badly.
Their views on YouTube have
Allah.
fallen drastically. Now they're desperate.
Yeah.
Okay, desperation leads people to do desperate things.
Clutching straws.
Desperation is now bring up anything.
Is that desperate?
Go
SC
up to-
Dower,
go-
everyone can
go
go and
up-
watch the video.
Okay, look, again,
And this is what he
I
said.
said 2 minutes.
One minute,
So
one
this
minute.
guy,
He said we are going to some hate preachers in the park and ask them if they condemn what has happened. That was his exact word at the very beginning
So
of
you're
the
not going to allow
video.
me to answer your question. Okay. So now I'm going to start again. 2 minutes again. Okay. 2 minutes again. Now desperation leads people to desperate acts. In this case, because they're losing the following, they're losing their money because they're doing it for money, right? So they are now doing desperate things to get their hits back somehow. And how do they do it? I would walk past their camera and just literally walk past. They'll go and put up a title, Adnan Rashid busted. And they'll put my picture just to get hits.
I challenge anyone to find one video on SOCO that says that.
Okay.
So you are representing SOCO. You are representing SOCO.
One video.
So you are representing
I'll
SOCO.
start by 2 minutes again.
Liar
I'll
is.
start by 2 minutes
We will
again.
see who the liar
I'll
is.
start by 2 minutes again.
yeah.
There are videos on your channel.
Everybody, when you go home, type in SOCO,
Okay.
Adnan busted.
Okay.
See how many videos come up.
Okay.
Please do.
Okay.
Yeah, do it. Ah, you check it.
Okay.
We'll check it.
Go
We'll
on
check it.
DCCI channel.
We'll check it.
Ah, DCCI. I thought you said SOCO.
Both are the same.
Ah, both were the
Both are
same. Ah, but
Yeah.
you were saying
Same
a minute ago you said SOCO.
Dad.
So now you're
Okay. So I've made it clear. SOCO channel cannot upload. We have three. How many cameras are here? Four cameras.
Three.
Five, six cameras. They are perfectly allowed to upload this footage. You will not get likes and following.
I've already
at my
said to him,
expense.
I'm not the
Okay?
owner, so why is he directing anything to me?
Okay. So we will report the video and we'll get it taken
Why are
down
you
before it
looking at me?
comes
Why are you
up.
looking
Now
at me?
to your question.
Yes.
To answer your question.
Don't be scared, little girl.
To answer your question, I don't have to answer for any Tom. My answer. Patience. If someone farts in the park, okay, I don't have to condemn it because I didn't fart. You understand? If someone spits here, if someone coughs, or if someone sneezes, I don't have to apologize for that because there are all kind of funny characters walking around the park like yourself, right? So I don't have to condemn or condone anyone's words or actions. I stand for my actions and my words. I'm only responsible for my words. So I generally condemn extremists, wherever they may be, whether they're Christian or Muslims or Buddhist or Jewish or all sorts of. There are extremists in every single community in the world. There are Zionist extremists. There are Christian extremists like these people, DCCI. There are Muslim extremists like Anjem Chaudhry. I condemn once and for all again. I condemn all of them. So with regards to extremism, his question has been clearly answered. I couldn't put it more clearly. Now you can part.
Okay, thank you for your answer. Very wonderful.
Thank you.
But I asked you, do you condemn Abu Qasim and people who
many times did you answer
associate?
the question?
Listen, I'm asking a specific question.
He gave you a straight answer.
I asked a specific question. I said Abu Qasim, not does he
Do you
condemn
know who Abu
people.
Qasim is?
I don't know.
He doesn't know. All right. Let's go to the evidence. Let's go to the
Abu
evidence.
Qasim is a kunya. Abu Qasim is a kunya.
It's a nickname. Abu Qasim is a nickname.
Let's go to the video footage.
Father
Now-
of Qasim.
Right,
Yeah?
that's good. We'll go to the video footage because this person was brought up last week when he was filming him.
You know him
he
more than
didn't
him.
say anything. He filmed
You know
him.
your friend.
Now my point is this.
Show me the picture. Show me the
My-
picture.
my point is
Show me
this.
the image. Hello.
Yeah.
You're wasting time. Show me the image. You're wasting time.
My point is this.
Show
He's
me the
very
image.
quick
Show
to
me
go
the
out and
image.
approach the
You will
Christians
not get likes
and
on this.
accuse them of
You
Islamophobia
will
and being a
not-
hate
listen,
preacher.
Paperboy,
And anyone can check
what you're
any
trying to do-
interaction that I've had with him.
Paperboy,
He says,
you got your
I like
finger in your
Paperboy.
You're wasting your time.
He's one of the Christians I like.
Enough.
But when I've approached him today about this, I've now turned into an Islamophobe. Now I will ask him for evidence.
Are you bitter?
I don't care because everyone at home
Then why are you
can
going
see
on about-
because
I've
what
answered
we
your
were
question.
doing, we're exposing his lies. Because
have
everyone can
answered your
see
question.
every time I've spoken to him. And actually last week, when he didn't want thing to fit, or the week before, he said, I don't mind speaking to Paperboy. Paperboy is okay. He's one of the people that can have a civil conversation.
So are you upset because
But
I
now,
called you an Islamophobe?
no, because I'm
Okay.
showing his
I understand
hypocrisy and double standard of throwing out labels to people when he's backed into a corner. Because why is he using a wolf whistle? He's using a wolf whistle of
Are you
Islamophobe
asking a question
to
or
judge
not?
my
Because I'm
character
gonna move away.
when previously.
Are you gonna
So
ask a question?
my question was, do you condemn people like Abu Qasim?
Who's Abu Qasim? Show me.
Okay, let me show you.
Yeah.
I asked a specific question, which I wanted a specific question. I don't want a generic. I don't want to. I condemn all terror. I said, do you condemn this person? So now, this is Anjem Chaudhry.
Okay.
Why have you got his pictures in your phone for?
Yeah.
No.
Obsessed with it.
Because there's a video,
He loves
and I
it.
took a
Are
you
screenshot
obsessed
of
with
it.
it?
Extremists
Why
love
Now,
extremists.
extremist number two.
Extremists love
Why-
extremists.
You see, he's not condemning anything, but
Let
you
me
see,
see.
I want
Show me
people
what
to
you
notice
have.
Show me
that
the
as
picture.
a layman
Show
and
me the picture.
a British
Show
citizen
me the
who has
picture.
concerns about extremism in the park, when I've confronted him about it, they resort to mocking and not actually addressing the concerns of not just me, but other people within the park. Is this how someone who stands up
Okay.
against terrorist acts?
Okay.
Because I have not asked, I'm not mocked
Okay,
him.
are you-
I've
are you
asked
going
a
to talk to
simple
me?
question as a British layman as a British citizen
No, no,
who
let him
has the
carry on.
views of many other people in this park, has asked a genuine question.
Can you guys?
So I want a specific answer.
They put up a video reporting.
So now,
okay.
let me show you the picture of.
Especially SOCO. Especially SOCO.
That is Abu Qasim.
Okay.
His channel is
Now I know who that
pathway to mercy.
Okay. So what do you want me to do?
I said you condemn people like
what?
him
For
who
what?
associate
For what?
with terrorists.
For what?
What did he do?
So here he's praying.
How is he associating with terrorists?
Because right here,
No, how?
right here is Anjem.
defend terrorists.
Wait. Let me. You said how? I'm showing. So here we have Anjem Chowdhury
Okay.
praying with him,
Okay.
praying here.
No, he's just standing
Okay.
And here we have a stand of Adnan Chowdhury,
Okay.
and he's actually in the stand with him.
Okay.
So how did he go from the prayer point
you go to
to
him.
his
Wait.
stand? So
Good-
I'm saying
good
if
point.
he's an associate.
I asked this individual
Yes.
last week when this matter was brought up by one of the Islamophobes in the park, because ironically the person who was harassing him was a follower and a lover of Tommy Robinson. He has openly defended Tommy Robinson. So when this individual came with this footage or this picture to this individual with this question, I asked him firstly, before you ask him this question, it's like the kettle telling the pot you're black. You are a supporter of Tommy Robinson. How can you wait? I'm answering your question. Listen now.
This person is another diversion. Diversion.
Listen to the answer. Listen to the answer. Then, Paperboy, listen now. Then I turned. Then I turned. Then I turned.
You at sympathizer as well?
Then I
Terrorist
turned to this
sympathizer.
individual. Then I turned to this individual. Are you not listening now? Are you?
listening.
Okay. Listen now.
Because we've seen him on camera already bullying, what's his name, Saracen. He was ready to beat up Saracen.
Yeah.
So this person is a thug in the
Okay,
park.
firstly,
Are you gonna admit when you wanted to fight?
I answer
You wanted to
this
fight Saracen. Saracen.
can I answer your question?
Can we get the footage? All right, cool.
Go on then.
We will do. After you think, because everything's on camera.
Querying out of curiosity, why is another individual's actions being brought here?
Yes, exactly. Why do I have to condemn or condone?
It's a good question.
Yes.
And now let me answer your
Yes.
question
Why?
again, which I already started.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
He asked the question. He said it's a good question.
This is
That's it. He
desperation.
hasn't answered it.
Okay, before
Now,
you answer,
there's a video of him
Yeah.
going around to Christians. This is the video. It says New Zealand mosque attack, Adnan versus Hatun Christian.
Do you condemn
44,000
attacks?
views. Yes, I do. Now it says
Hatun-
he started
Hatun
the
didn't.
video. He started the
Hatun
video.
didn't.
He started it. Wait, listen. Yeah.
I'm listening.
All right, cool. He started the video by saying, we're going to go to some hate preachers in the park and ask them if they condemn what happened in Christchurch.
Yes.
Now, if he has the ability to go and approach and confront what he claims are hate preachers and ask them for an explanation, the same should be asked of him to then also condemn people who may be perceived as terrorist sympathizers, because in this park, there has been people who've been banned for various things, and
Good.
people are
Well
concerned
done. Well done. They should
that
be
there
banned.
may be extremism within the park. Now, Adnan prides himself as being someone who calls out these sort of things. So now my
you
thing
are
is
aware of
this:
that?
if he goes to what the Christians,
you are aware
but
of
does
that?
not do it within the Islamic community, there would seem to be what we call a double standard.
Okay.
So this is why I'm coming to him
Okay, now,
as
let
someone
me
who
respond-
approaches
wait.
people
Let
and
me
asking
respond
his
to him.
viewpoint.
Okay, so you just acknowledge in front of everyone that Adnan is the sort of person who stands against extremism. Is that what you said? And did I understand you correctly?
He said
I can say
You
that's
said
what
that, right?
that's what you claim.
Right?
I don't mind
No,
going
no,
with
no,
that.
no,
I don't
hold
mind
on, hold on, hold on, hold
I don't
on.
mind
You
going
just
with that.
okay.
just said that.
I
Okay.
don't mind
Do
going
you
with
stand by that?
I go by that statement.
Okay, so now that we know that you know that I stand against extremism and terrorism, why would you then deliberately come to me with these pictures asking me to condemn these people when you know my stance?
Because people
when
can-
you know what I stand for, I have publicly made speeches against. I've been threatened. Yeah,
people
can you?
lie.
Can you?
That's the simple answer.
People can lie. Yeah,
Now,
He can be quick
Now-
to approach the
Okay,
Christians.
wait,
so that
wait.
I'm saying,
Okay.
why are you not applying this same standard
coming to
within the Islamic community?
Now coming to this specific case, because you thought you'll come to me and I will not condemn, and you will have a field day and you will have a celebration
wanted
online.
you to be
Okay,
on
so
camera.
let's bust your celebration. Let us bust your party. Okay, we are party busters. This is what we're known for. So I'm going to bust your party. What's going to happen? This individual, when the allegation came to me, I turned to him immediately and said, "Do you?" Wait. It's on. I'm sure it's on camera. It was being filmed. Do you
Okay,
support
we'll see if
this
there's
individual,
footage.
Anjem Chowdhury?
Because he got the cameras to follow
I'm
him.
saying now,
Yeah.
I'm saying, calm down, Paperboy.
Calm down, Paperboy.
Party's
I'm
gonna be
supporter,
busted.
brother.
Party's gonna be
supporter,
busted.
Give me that one.
I turned.
Yeah, thanks.
I turned to this individual and I asked him categorically, do you support Anjem Chowdhury or are you one of his followers? He said no. And I turned to Steve, I said, Steve, he does not. He does not. So, by his words, I believe he's not a supporter because that's what he said to me. And I asked him alone once again, are you associated with these people? If you are, we don't want to know you. And he said, no, I'm not associated with these people. I don't follow them. I don't support them. Period. That testimony in itself, when a person is saying to me, I take it. I accept it. Now, you can go and cry in your agony.
Now, my
Yeah?
question would be this. 2 points. When he said no,
Boy, there's nothing left. You can go
when he
now.
said no, did you ask him why he was with Anjem Chowdhury?
How many times?
Sorry?
Did you ask him why he was with him?
I didn't ask him that question. No.
Wouldn't that be an important question to say why we, even though you're, because
That-
the crux of the matter is
that would be-
that this person again could be a liar. So therefore you question them of why would you? Okay, for example, if I wait, let me finish my point. Let me finish my point.
Paperboy.
Because when he sees people with Tommy Robinson,
It's not working.
he associates them with
It's
Tommy
not
Robinson.
working.
He doesn't say, oh, are you a supporter of Tommy Robinson every single time. He condemns them as an associate of Tommy Robinson. But when he's now approaching someone who says he's not an associate, he doesn't think to question, why were you with this person
I
then?
like to have decent discussions.
And the second
Are you finished?
question is, do we have any evidence of this? Because he went with a camera following himself to expose the Christian hate preachers. Now, I would think it's very strange that when it's the Muslims, he doesn't bring a camera or ask these questions. That's why I'm asking, is there any
Okay,
footage?
let's-
But you said I'm being cut off again. Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point. But on the other hand, we see when it's a Christian, he puts on his running shoes and goes to approach them.
In the basis that there is no evidence, what's your
My
point?
point is this,
Paperboy
we are
has
seeing a double standard and hypocrisy.
You had this.
Right, that is my point. Now my point is this, because my point is this: if it calls into question his character, that's the most fundamental
My character.
aspect.
How?
Sheikh, 1 minute.
Because we're going round it. Wait. Because I've noticed when I'm making points, it's like, why didn't you address it? When I ask him a specific question, he's talking about SOCO putting the footage up. He's talking about someone being a Tommy Robinson supporter. But none of the Muslims said, hey, Adnan, get to the point. But when it's me,
Now,
again,
can I respond
get to the
that?
point.
Can I respond to him? It is now my time.
Yeah.
My time. It is now clear that Paperboy has miserably failed to do what he tried to do. And I will continue to have decent debates with Christians around the world. I have debated some of the...
That is irrelevant.
some of the-
That's irrelevant.
This is my turn. This is my turn.
Come on.
This is my turn.
Yeah.
Have some decency and let me speak.
It's irrelevant though. It's really irrelevant.
What
Okay, no
really,
problem.
what really
That's fine.
hurts some of these extremist Christians in the park is that I continue to have debates with the decent scholars, with their more informed scholars, with their more objective scholars, more respectful scholars who are not a bunch of haters. People like James White, people like
Speaker's
Samuel
Corner,
Green,
and watch
people
you
like Samuel
approaching
Green,
people like Hatun and calling them
wait.
hate preachers.
It's my look.
Kalam
So
was
I
a hate
have.
preacher, all of the CCI were hate preachers, Steve's a hate preacher.
So now I've made it very clear that the reason why we don't indulge with these people
But you lose.
because these people are a bunch of liars. They're very hateful. They are hate mongers. They come to the park with one purpose alone, that is to attack the Muslims, attack Islam and the Prophet. And they have nothing to preach. There is no gospel with them. When you speak to them, why are you here? They will say, we're here for Islam. Muhammad did this. Muslims are doing this. You are this. You are associated to that. You are associated to a donkey in Morocco, or you are associated to a goat in Gibraltar, or a camel farted in the Sahara Desert. We want you to condemn the camel fart. Okay, so this is how it is. It sounds funny, but this is how these people are because They are a bunch of hate mongers and liars.
Islamophobes,
That's why we have stopped.
Christophobe.
That's why we have. They have an agenda. They don't preach the gospel. Have you ever seen any of them, DCCI and SOCO channel and all of these people preaching the loving
none of them
teachings
going to church.
of Christianity? None of them go to church.
Preach that to the downward channel as
Okay.
well.
Now he's
So-
finished my. I'm
so
going to
now
finish
it's
on
clear.
this.
Thank you very
I'm going to
much.
finish on one question. Can you provide evidence in front of everyone that condemns me as an extremist or an Islamophobe?
Show us. Expose him, Adnan.
I will address it. I will address it.
Show us evidence.
I will address it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Show me the bottle you've been drinking.
Just like Anjum Chaudhary is an extremist, we consider the DCCI.
No.
I'm answering a question.
Evidence.
I'm answering a
Evidence.
question.
I'm not part of
Patience.
DCCI.
Either you shut this monkey up
not
because
part
he
of
keeps
DCCI.
talking. He's drunk. He's drunk. He's behaving like a monkey. He's behaving like a monkey.
He's trying to kiss
He's
him now.
behaving like a monkey.
Suck up.
He's drunk.
Come on.
Firstly,
Show us,
he's
show
drunk.
us evidence.
Don't
Evidence.
be decent.
Evidence.
That
Gay
shows that I'm an
cameraman's trying to kiss him.
extremist or an Islamophobe.
Okay.
control
Can you
the
control your cameraman behaving like a monkey?
Can I speak to you both of them?
Okay, wait. No, brother, let me speak to him.
You two are arguing.
Yes.
Let's
Okay.
Hey,
Can
let
you?
me speak on.
Okay.
Everyone's waiting for evidence.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Can you?
He's waiting. He's
No,
waiting.
no kissing.
He's waiting. He's waiting. Who's
Brother, can I
waiting?
talk to
Everybody waiting. Everybody waiting for the
Wait, let me ask my
evidence.
question first.
What's the evidence?
So there are like 6 cameras here. None of them is behaving like a monkey, except one. Okay. Can you tell your cameraman to stop behaving like a monkey and behave human? I know he's drunk. I know he's drunk.
You condemn him.
I know he's drunk. He's clearly drunk. Okay. And
Show us the
I want you
evidence.
to. I want you to tell your. Do you condemn his
Show
behavior?
us your evidence.
Question with a question. I've asked
You
him.
condemn his
I've
behavior,
asked-
trying to kiss
You
him.
cannot
condemn his
answer a
behavior.
question with a
Evidence.
question.
He's-
I've
he's
asked a
like-
simple question. Provide me evidence that shows I'm an extremist or Islamophobe.
What with you?
Thank you.
Okay. Can you tell? Can you?
No, I'm waiting for your answer.
Okay, can you tell your cameraman to not heckle in the middle? Can I complete my answer? Okay. My answer to your question is, you have been seen clearly associating with the DCCI clan, right? You walk around with them, we have footage, we have pictures, we have everything.
Like Abu
You
Qasim
are-
and Adnan
just like Abu
Chowdhury.
Qasim.
Ah, yeah.
Like Abu-
Just like-
Association.
Ah.
Yeah,
Just like,
He asked Abu
Am
Qasim,
I-
but he's not asking me. He's now
Okay.
making an
Okay.
assumption.
Okay.
Both of you
I'm answering your
Association
question.
with
Both
extremists.
of you are
In my
firing
vibe,
back.
look at him.
You're both firing questions at each other.
Okay.
And you're answering
Brother,
your questions
can I-
with your
can I-
own questions.
Mind by your own rope.
They're
Now,
both making
now
no
to answer your
sense.
question, you are clearly associating with extremists, known hate. This is my answer. Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Have the courage to listen to it. Okay? You are clearly associating with extremists and hate mongers who are open Islamophobes, mocking Muslims on documentaries, on videos. They're making these tatty videos, mocking Muslims, mocking Muslim women who are highly vulnerable. They're already being attacked by. This is your cameraman.
But come on, man, as a big man, you don't need to do that. That's just silly.
Okay.
You're-
See how you guys cannot take answers.
I'm listening. So your
Okay,
point
can you
is,
tell? Have you told him once to shut up?
We got history.
Have you told him once to shut
I'm not
up?
his owner.
Have you? No.
He's your
He's
friend.
going to keep quiet. He's going to
He's gonna keep.
yeah.
Now he's gonna keep quiet.
Okay, let's see.
Finish
Let's
your
see.
point.
Let's see.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if you,
Finish your point.
if your Christian brother listens to you.
You're,
That's why I say you're extremist.
so I'm an extremist
This is how Anjum Chaudhary is.
because, repeat again, because I've been seen around DCCI.
You didn't let me finish my answer.
He's gonna say the
finished.
same.
You said you
The same
finished.
reason,
Let me
the
finish
same
my
reason
answer.
that you're calling him
Can
an
I- can I-
extremist. He's gonna say that's the same reason you, because you're associated with the same people. It's the same points.
Can I finish my answer?
You don't like talking to
Okay,
brick
okay,
walls.
okay, no problem.
Go ahead.
So,
Ask him a question. He's gonna
so
ask
you
a
have
question
been
back.
you have been clearly seen associating with extremists, right? Who mock Muslims, who spread active hatred against Muslims. You have been. Wait, let me finish. You have been seen associating with them. You are a friend to them. You hang around with them. You have been seen. That's why I believe you are one of them. But having said that, I believe you are one of those people one can have a discussion with, not with your cameras, because your cameraman, in particular this one, behaved like a monkey. That's why we cannot allow your cameraman to film us and earn money at my expense. No, that's not going to happen. You are welcome to talk to me even after this. You're welcome to talk to me anytime on our cameras, no problem. Okay, so I've answered your questions. Now you can go away.
one final question is, before today,
I thought the last question
because
was
you
the final
brought up a
question.
point, before today, have you ever called me an Islamophobe or an extremist? And if not, why not? Only today.
Okay, good question. Today I've done that because you behaved like an extremist and Islamophobe. Let me answer my question. Let me finish. Previously, last week, you remember, you came to me for a discussion a couple of weeks ago with a cameraman. I said, not in front of this camera. Other cameras, no problem. I can talk to you. You're a decent guy. I can speak to you.
But I'm not
decent.
Islam,
No. When I say a decent guy, when I say a decent guy, I can have a decent discussion with you. That's what I mean. I've just clarified. Okay. So you refused for some reason. You said no. This cameraman. I said no. I walked away. Remember, Sayyid?
Yeah.
I walked away. Right?
Yes.
And you respected that. You respected that. You did not follow me. You did not impose it on me. Today, you came up with this monkey behaving man, right? With me, towards me, and you forced me. Okay, wait.
You're a Christopher.
Okay.
You little Christopher.
Shouldn't be
wait.
given ad hominem.
Okay, wait.
Your intellect is above that.
Okay, of course, I hope so.
So no,
So
why
let me
ad
answer your
hominem?
question.
It's a bad
If a man is behaving like a monkey,
behave
I'm
like
gonna
a
call him
man.
to behaving like a
See,
monkey.
the difference between I've approached you. I've not flung out any
If I behave like a
any ad
monkey,
hominem.
tell me I'm behaving like a monkey. If I'm behaving like a monkey, tell me I'm behaving like a monkey,
Behaving
right?
like
I
a
wouldn't be
girl.
offended because then I would try to correct myself. Hold on, am I actually behaving like a monkey? Let me fix myself.
Like a little girl,
Okay, now, so the point is, today you imposed it on me. You did not behave in a decent manner. That's why today I decided to put you in that category. You are an Islamophobe now.
I was
To me,
emulating
you are an extremist.
what you did to DCCCI. So that means you're condemning your own actions. Yes, because I approached you exactly the same way you approached them.
How? How did I approach them?
So we have, you've got the video footage, shall we have a
That was
look?
a video.
Did Hassan say she doesn't want to talk to me?
Let's have a look.
Did she say she doesn't want to talk to me? Okay, let's have a look. Did she say she doesn't want to talk to me? I've told them to leave.
She's the one who was last night.
Okay, does anyone else have any questions? Anyone else have
Ultimately,
any
we'll even make a review of this. We can use any footage, it doesn't matter.
May I say something?
Yes, no, question.
May I say something though?
Yeah,
How
go
long
on.
is it going to be?
3 minutes.
Go on. Say something.
I just like to ask everyone, generally speaking, to add something is a positive thing, would you say? And to take away something is a negative thing, right? And we can all agree that religion itself has problems, as in like Muslims have problems with Muslims, Christians have problems with Christians, Jews have problems with Jews. Right?
He knows he was going to beat up Saracen.
I'm saying we're aware of this, like, we can agree with this, yeah? This is true, right? And we're saying generally
He's going to beat up a fellow
That's what I'm
Muslim.
saying, it's like you wanna, it's like anything.
He knows it more than anyone else. I mean, why would you beat up for a Muslim? Just because they interpret the Quran differently.
Gratification you get from just trying to cause arguments. It's unnecessary. But you feel it necessary. No problem. Enjoy the rest of your day. But
Let me ask you this question. But let me ask you a question back. Let me ask you a question back.
Okay. Do you mind taking this? Because we're here for Q&A. We're here for Q&A.
I'd like to talk for 2 minutes. So we have general.
We're trying to establish the peace. You see? So we chose the appropriate
So
corner.
we have generally established that religions have problems, yeah, and that to add something is a positive thing, and to take away something is a negative thing, right? So if you used to add O to the word God, what word would you get?
You tell me.
I'm asking you a question.
My spelling's not that great.
Does anyone know? If you used to add an O to the word God, what word would you get?
Where you adding the O?
Wherever you want.
Oh, good.
Good. Adding
walk away.
positive, right?
That's what they say.
Look, Saracen's over there. You sure you got to want to go and beat him up?
So adding
Yeah,
is positive.
exactly.
Okay.
Adding is positive.
And he's a thug in the park because he was going to be up. Saracen, who calls him Ustad and shows him so much respect. And it was actually during their discussion. It was during Adnan's discussion that he was going to beat up Saracen. I remember
Do you
it.
insult
No
our
problem.
religion?
It's not a problem. Don't worry.
That's this filthy man here. Do you insult our religion?
Don't worry. No one's behind me.
This little boy rapist, this one here. Yeah.
No one is standing behind me. No one is standing behind me.
You see?
So
Actually,
continue our
now we've turned into expose
I
corner.
know. Let's go. Let's go.
Expose corner.
So to take away a D from devil,
I'm
what
going to
would
be
that
an
be?
Islamophobe in a minute.
Evil, and to take away is negative. So in general, in life, if you do good, you're doing God's work, and if you do evil, you're doing devil's work. If we lived on those bases, we'd be good before we get into the. So like I said,
Little boy.
this is how I see religion.
Please just apologise to my
This is my view. This is how I see religion. How do you get to Oxford?
password account?
I'm done.
Through the bus.
I kept her
You
quiet.
can
We
say
would talk about
I can
me
say God
and
ain't
her,
right.
but we don't care.
Someone else
Just
say God
say
ain't go
sorry,
there.
it will be good. Is that you?
I think someone cloned my account.
I'll clone your account.
Be good.
Cloned his
Be good,
account.
show love,
We have the
spread love,
incriminating evidence right
That's nothing
here.
bad.
This
That's what they
is
say.
the incident with respect.
Okay, if anyone else.
Okay,
anyone else has any good questions?
clearly we're done. Because all it was.
Okay.
You got
I've got a question.
You can stay.
I've got a question.
Okay.
I've got a question.
Okay, let's move away.
No, come.
Wait, why? Hey, give us that one.
Any
Give us
more,
that or you fake?
please. Cameras off now. I would like to know if Islam
We can move
is a religion of the people. Why did Muhammad have to bribe people to enter it?
Okay.
Where you going? Where you going?
Hey, that's a good question. Hey, that's a good question, though, Bora.
Why did Muhammad have to bribe people to join?
So clearly,
To take Shahada?
basically what
Why
we
did he
saw
have
now.
to bribe people to stay in Islam? Why?
Why, Bora? Why, Bora?
They want to run away. Oh, he's coming back.
Hey, what the way?
Say where am I?
Maybe
So we're still in Speaker's Corner.
No, maybe
Apparently,
maybe
we're
he knows.
still.
Maybe he knows. Ask him again.
I've asked him.
Okay.
I've asked
I guess I want to know.
Adnan. Why did Muhammad bribe people to take Shahada?
That's a good question, Adnan. No, he knows.
Why did he bribe
holding,
people to
he's
take
holding, he's
Shahada?
holding.
You asked for Q&A.
Yeah.
Very simple question.
Yeah.
Why did he bribe people to take Shahada?
That's a fair question.
It's a fair question.
That's a fair question, Adnan. Stop running away, though.
Isn't it? Isn't that a fair question?
I got it.
I'm not speaking to these
You're not
people.
speaking to me.
Anyone
I
has
think that's a fair question. Can somebody else ask the question then?
Excuse me.
No, he knows. Bora, you know.
Borat, do you know?
Bora, do you know the answer? Bora!
Fair question, man. Fair question. Come on.
Salam corner. Salam no answer, you mean, bro.
Surely Islam can take care of itself. You don't have to bribe people to take Shahada. Why did he have to bribe people to take Shahada? I need teaching. I need enlightenment. The fastest growing religion? Where? In Saudi Arabia.
In
Saudi Arabia.
He knows.
Okay.
He knows the answer.
Come on, please.
So we will talk to anyone decent around here who wants
Decent.
to.
It's a decent question.
It's a question.
A civil
We
question.
can have a decent discussion. We're not here for hate. We're not here for.
We don't
Hey.
hate you, Adnan.
We're not here for.
We love you, Adnan.
Unpleasant discussions. We're only here for good discussions, peaceful, loving, compassionate discussions.
He called you a
Some
monkey
people are
and he's talking
incapable-
about peaceful, loving discussion. He called you a monkey. What a hypocrite. This is a hypocrite speaking now.
Adnan, you be a hypocrite, Adnan.
Have you guys ever seen a caravan?
All
You know when
right.
you see a caravan going. And
All
you have
right,
the
give
dogs
us-
Come on,
chasing
Borat, please answer me. Why did Muhammad bribe
When
people?
the dogs
Yeah,
are
give us
chasing
that
it,
one.
does the caravan
Give us
get
that
upset?
one.
Like, why are these dogs chasing it? They're dogs. How do dogs
Surely the truth.
Like dogs. If I get upset at a dog, I'd be like, why are you not acting like a cat? It's a dog. So you let the dog be a dog, yeah? So that's why we don't talk to people.
We're dogs and monkeys.
We're dogs
We're
and
dogs
monkeys.
dogs and monkeys.
nature,
He wants
yeah?
to have a civil conversation and he wants to call. This is the true face of Islam. Come on, brother.
Yeah, like a Jesus.
So how am I behaving? I'm asking a civil question.
You're preaching.
How? I'm asking a civil question. He's calling me a dog.
We don't want to answer.
He's calling me a
We
dog.
don't want to talk to you.
He's calling me a dog.
We don't want to talk
At least that's honest. That's honest, right?
But we told you over there. But you saying why are you following us?
What do you mean?
How
You
is
didn't
that?
tell me
Would
anything.
Jesus behave that way?
He's asked.
Would
He's
your
asked.
Jesus
He's
behave
asked for
that way?
Q&A. He asked for Q&A.
Your Jesus won't
He asked for
behave
civil
He
Q&A.
has for a civil, yeah. He has for a Q&A.
But not with you guys. But he said he's not going to do with you guys. Yeah, I know I'm trying to be God.
Borat. You're a fraud, Borat.
By the way,
Come on, want to love your enemies. This is what we do. There's no bad feeling
We
here.
don't love our enemies.
You don't. Now we're talking.
hate our enemies.
Now we're talking.
You hate your enemies. Now we're talking. I respect this man.
Honest.
I got love for this man, respect for this man because he's honest. He hates his enemies. Why do you hate your enemies, brother?
Because they want to kill
How is it? You want to? Who wants to kill you? What did he say?
I want to kill them.
You want to kill them? Did you say?
They want to kill me. That's my last one.
Ah, they want to
Oh.
kill. We want to kill you.
So who are your enemies that want to kill you? Christians want to kill you. Is that what you're saying? Are there Christians here that want to kill you, brother? I'll have a word with them.
Let's switch everything off.
I think that's a really. That's not the Christian way. That's not what Jesus. That's not what Jesus taught. So he's not a Christian, whoever that is, brother. It's not a Christian.
No way, no way.
Come on.
Adnan.
Intelligent Q&A.
That was so funny.
Come on.
Only one question, Adnan.
Switch your mic on, Ellie.
All right, another question. Why did Muhammad talk to dead people?
Ah, that's a good question.
After they were dead 3 days, why did he talk to them? It's an honest question because it's in your hadith.
Where's the proof? No,
It's in the hadith. Bring it up.
Do
Do you want it on camera, bro? We can go and discuss it. You can go and discuss it right now on the camera. You asked me for proof. I've got proof. Now I have proof. You don't want to see it. They give me their backs. God bless you guys. God bless you guys. God bless you guys. No, honestly, God bless you guys.
Okay, maybe Mansour knows about why they take bribe. Maybe Mansour knows about the bribing business. The bribing. Maybe Mansour knows because he's well knowledgeable.
Probably.
Maybe Mansour knows about the bribing business. As to what's the context behind it?
Mansour would be
One for all, all for one, though, isn't it?
No, Mansour is a knowledgeable man.
I know he is. He doesn't have his two
Mansour?
bodyguards like Ali.
Mansour, brother.
Which side are you? Which side?
No, leave him.
I know this.
Are you sure? Are you making a problem?
Let's go find out. Let's go find a Muslim.
Islam, Christianity,
Good evening, guys. God bless you.
are half Muslim.
All right, we love you. Okay, what happened there? Big rapper.
Yeah, nothing really. We called Big Good. I don't know. They're calling us pigs among. I just turned up, and I heard Adnan calling Paperboy a monkey, calling my brother JC a monkey. He called me a dog, and directly after that, he asked for civil Q&A. This is, it really is like a comedy club. I mean, please, at least be honest. There was a Muslim there that was honest that said he hates his enemies. This is the real face of Islam. The Antichrist teaching, which is not Christianity, because we're taught to love our enemies. I'm glad people are seeing it. Anyway, God bless you. Jesus is risen. God bless you.